Alrighty, welcome to Module 3, Lesson 17, the problem set. And in this problem set today, what we're going to be doing is going to be continuing to explore the division using place value disks and decomposing remainders in the tens. Remember, we can't have a remainder in the 10. We got to bring that over to the ones place. So let's get started. All right, number 1 says to show the division using disks. Relate your model to long division. So we're going to be using disks, relating it to long division, and check your quotient and remainder using multiplication and addition. All right, well, let's just try. This first one is a bit of a review. All we need to do here is start off with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to divide that into 2. So divide that into 2. So we're going to do that, and we'll have 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So it's going to have 2. So we have 2 ones. Remember, that's 2 ones. Okay. And then we're going to have 1 remainder right here. There's the remainder. So when we do that in long division, you know that 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract that, we get 1. So it's 2R1, 2 remainder 1. Our quotient being 2, our remainder is 1. Remember, when we check our work, 2 times 2 is 4. But then we have to do 4 plus 1, which is 5. That's what we started with, 5, and we started with 5. All right, let's go on to number 2. That's a bit of a review. We're not doing any regrouping there. So that's fine when we just have ones. But we're going to find out in our next problem, well, what do we do if we have to regroup in the tens? Because we can't have a remainder of tens. Well, you'll see what we mean when we work this one out. So that was what you do when you have 5 divided by 2. What if you have 50 divided by 2? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have any ones. So we're going to divide that into 2. That in half to 2. Okay. 2 we're going to do here. So we're going to have 1. We're going to have 1 here. Now wait a minute. This looks just like what we did for the ones, except, hold on now. Now we've got this 1 here. But what we have to do with this 1 is we're going to have to decompose it and bring it over to the ones place. Well, that seems pretty straightforward. How many ones are there in 10? Well, there's 10, so I have to draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have 10 ones. Now I have to divide those 10 ones into 2. So I have to go back. Now I have to divide those. So let's just change color so you can just see what's happening here. We're going to go 1 here, 1 here. Now this one should come out with no remainder now because we didn't have any there. So let's see. And we keep doing that, and we should end up with, well, what we end up with here is we have 2 tens. So we have 2 tens and 5 ones. So if we look at this, well, 2 tens and 5 ones, that's going to be what? That's 20. That's 25. So our quotient is going to be 25, and we have no remainder. Okay, well, what does it look like with long division? Well, 2 times 2, remember we have 2 tens, so 2 times 2 tens is 4 tens. We have to subtract. Now we have to bring down that 0, and now we have 10. Well, 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract that, we get 0. Now check our work. We just have to do 25 times 2. 25 times 2, 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. There's the 50. And there's the 50 we started with. So there you go. All right, let's continue along with number 3. And number 3 happens to be on the flip side. Well, welcome to the flip side. Now go ahead and pause number 3. This one does not have any regrouping necessary or any tens placed at all. So go ahead and do this one. Hit play when you're ready. All righty, how'd you do? Well, that one seemed pretty easy. Just remember we're dividing by 3 this time, so we have to break it up into 3 chunks. And then for number 4, we were working with 3 ones. Now this next time we're going to work with we're only working with ones. Now we're working with tens and ones. So let's go ahead and pause the video on this one and see if you can go ahead and you're going to need to regroup those tens or break them up and bring them over to the ones. See if you can do that one on your own and hit play when you are ready. All righty, how'd you do? All right, well, the only tricky part of this whole shooting match over here was to, right there, remember that remainder in the 10, you have to break that into that 110 into 10 ones, and then you can go ahead and divide that. And then we showed it also with our long division. Well, I think you're getting the hang of it, so I'll let you go ahead and finish the rest on your own. There's a flip side. There's a third side here. And the next one's the only difference here is you're dividing it 4 ways. And then the last one, you're also doing that one. And go ahead and, well, let's do one more. We'll do number 5, and then we'll save 6 for whatever your teacher wants you to do. But this one, again, the only difference between this one and other ones that we've done is we're going to be dividing it 4 ways this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to do it 4 ways this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just doing that 4 ways. So it's not anything really that different. We're just dividing it more ways this time. Dividing it 4 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to have a remainder 1. So we have 2 ones. And we have a remainder 1. So what does that look like? Well, 4 times 2 is 8. 1. So it's R1. So our quotient is 2. Our remainder is 1. We check it by 2 times 4, which is 8. And 8 plus 1 is 9. Well, there you go. And like I said, you can do number 6 on your own. And actually, what I'll do is for number 6, I'm not going to go ahead and do all the place value discs, but I'll just show you the long division real quick if you want the answer, because sometimes you're all worried about the answer. So you can pause it and then just check the answer. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. So that's going to leave you 1. Now you got to bring down the 2. And 4 times 3 is 12. And we have no remainder. So the answer is 23. No remainder. So to check it, we would do 23 times 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8, and 1 is 9. 92, and 92 is what we started with. So once again, I hope that helps. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Same time, same place. Hasta la vista, baby. Arr, we're done for the day. Yay. Psst. Video's over. Get back to work.